What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's Trenius, and you tune into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Yes, 1 month workout challenge is underway. Make sure that you're getting your workout in every single day, whether it's just, drinking a glass of water or eating an egg to have a high level of protein, or drinking some apple cider vinegar, eating fruits, vegetables, whatever you got to do to give back to your body. Make sure that you're giving back to your body every day, guys. So yes, we are on the 1 month workout challenge. So let's get right down into it. The heart frequency. How to harmonize with the universe and get on the heart frequency. All right. First things first. One thing you need to know is that the world that we live in, there are only two types of energies that really matter. And that energy is, one of the energies are love, and the next energy is fear. Now, yes, we have labeled these energies, like when you do something bad, it's like negative energy. When you see good things happening, people call that positive energy, or, positive outcome, a big break, something great, but when you see bad things happening, oh, that's negative, that's malicious, that's a curse word. That is not good. So this is the duality of life. This is what we spend our time with, battling with every day, the high and the low. Otherwise known as the higher self and the lower self. Once again, love and fear. Love and fear. Love and fear, the higher self, the lower self, is intelligence and ignorance. Ignorance and intelligence. Love, fear, love, fear, intelligence, ignorance, higher self, lower self. So it's the opposite all the time, guys. And so what we're trying to do every day is make sure that we stay in that higher self. Make sure that we stay in our love frequencies. And so these are two forces that we're trying to battle with every day, guys. But we can do it. We're already doing it. We're like-minded individuals who think alike, trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, and the world a better place. This is what it's all about, guys. Coming together with like-minded individuals like yourself and like me, and we put our energies together and we uplift each other. We motivate, we empower each other, and make each other's lives great. So now that we know the two energies that are at play all the time, how do you stay in the higher self? How do you stay in love? Well, first things first, let me let you know this, guys. The mind will try to deceive you. Your own mind will try to deceive you, because I know most of us, when we were raised, we were taught the ways of other people. We were taught things that don't even serve us today. I know I was taught a lot of stuff in my childhood life, and it has a big effect on how you act as an adult. Everything that you went through as a child has a huge effect on how you act as an adult, the outcome of what your actions will be like if you are an adult. But we can, as individuals, come to an awareness in our adulthood and say, I don't understand this. I want to change something about what I know. I want to come into my new self. I want to come into my higher self. And so there are a lot of people who are just now coming to that realization that a lot of stuff that they used to know was fearful stuff. A lot of stuff that they used to know was stuff of ignorance, because it does not serve them. Now, not to say it wasn't good stuff that you learned in the past. Not to say that everybody is bad for teaching you such and such things. It's just that you come to a point in time in self-realization to where you need to help yourself for yourself. Because this way is not working. These methods are not working for you. You understand? It only worked for period or a matter of time in your life, but it does not serve you in this time in your life. And so one thing you need to know about the mind is that you don't necessarily need to use it as much as you think you do. Like a lot of people say, oh, I have to be smart, I have to be very intelligent to be very successful, I have to always make sure I'm feeding myself knowledge and being a bookworm in order to be successful. No, it's absolutely not true. I know people that don't even like to read but are very, very smart. I know people that don't even have a college degree but have businesses. I know people who are very, very wise but don't even have a house to stay in. They're probably let me think, probably homeless on the street. I've met a lot of homeless people who are wise. I work at Crisis Assistance Ministry, guys, and it's a non-profit organization, and I'm always helping people every single day. And most of the people that I am helping are, believe it or not, but they're wise people. So I said all that to say you don't really need, a lot of intelligence to actually harmonize with the universe and to get on this heart frequency. Now, one thing you need to really trust is your heart. You need to trust how you feel within your very own heart, guys, because this is what a true power is. Now, if you think about a beep 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 beep, yeah, that little meter, yeah, that little flat line thing that goes off like on the monitor system and whatnot, that is the heart's frequency, y'all. And every time it pulsates, it's sending out vibrations. It's sending out vibrations based on how you feel, so, and these vibrations don't lie. Like the heart does not lie. The heart knows all about you. What you're sending out from your mind, that's great, but the heart is where the real manifestation comes from. And so you want to always make sure that you're sending out good, heartful feelings towards others, especially towards others, because I always say other people have the key to your success. Not that you're trying to use them to be successful, but it's very important that you make sure that your feelings are in good condition, guys. That's why you don't need to think so much about, what people's lives are like. I know so many people who, make choices and decisions based on what they think somebody thinks about them. And that's so not true, because we can only think for ourselves as individuals. There are a lot of people who actually make so much assumption and are so biased towards other people that they shoot down their own blessing. That they cast out their own ballot for them to be a friend for the next person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you can't do that. You can't live your life thinking for people. You can't. You have to feel. You have to feel what it is that you know is right. Feel it. Believe it. And also, guys, you have to make sure that your heart is pure. You ever heard of that term, that statement? Having a heart of gold. Well, this is what you need in order to succeed, guys. In order for you to be pulsating out those really positive, heartful vibrations and to get in sync with the universe, your heart has to be full of love and light. That's how I am every day. I ain't gonna say 100% time of the day I'm feeling like that, but it's definitely something that we work on, trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, in the world a better place. And RAM team. So you want to always make sure that you have a pure heart when you go around people. When you wake up in the morning, if you got to wake up in the morning and meditate or say a quick prayer and release all negative tension before you start your day, so be it. Because when you wake up in the morning, that's when all the thoughts of yesterday will start to bombard you. Have you ever noticed that? Like, wow, why is it that when you wake up in the morning you feel groggy? Or why is it that when you wake up in the morning you're tired, you're down and out, because you're like, oh my God, last night was so radical. Oh my God, last night drained my energy. Or yesterday was so harsh. Yesterday was so crazy. So it's like your mind is reminding you, this is why you're feeling this way this morning, because the last time you was awoke, this is what you feel like, and it may have been good, but your mind will still remind you, like, hey, what do you want to do today? Because I'm still thinking about what we did yesterday. So you have to tell yourself, you have to calm your mind, you have to calm your spirit and your soul and say, you know what, look, I don't know where I'm going today. Life is full of uncertainty, but I'm certain that if I feel the feelings of love and light, universe, you will guide me in the proper direction and bring the proper things into alignment on my journey and my path. And that's how you do it, guys. You need to surrender yourself every morning to your heart and fill your heart with love and light. And when you do this is what the effect is going to be. And when you do this, if you're doing it right and wholeheartedly, and you're not deceiving yourself, if you're really forgiving yourself and forgiving others every day when you start a new day, guys, you will see the patterns of life start to manifest in your life. And when I say patterns of life, I mean that harmony. You will see things happen in your life like art or like geometry. Like kind of like sacred geometry. You know, sometimes you might say stuff and hear somebody else repeat it after you. You know, sometimes you might be thinking a thought about, you know, something that you may want in that moment, and then you look to your left and there it is. How did it end up there? Because you're in the ebb and flow of life. You're in the heart frequency. When you're in a heart frequency, everything falls into place at the right time, and you're able to notice it with your very own two eyes. This is how you know that you're on the right track, guys, and you're on the right track when it comes to your journey and how you're supposed to be feeling. You will become in harmony with creation. You will be in harmony with everything. You know, that's why I like to refer to like the scriptures and references of the Bible, because it's kind of like what I grew up on and stuff and whatnot. And like, I would always wonder, how is it that some of these characters in the Bible was so psychic to the point that they would tell somebody what to expect tomorrow, and it happened. You know, like if you read some of the stories in the Bible, like I can't exactly recall the stories that I've read, you know, but I remember, you know, something went like, hey, if you go down this road tomorrow, you should run into a guy, and he will take you into the city and into the upper room, into the house, and it would be just like that. Like, so I was always thinking like, yo, why is it that they just know this stuff? Like, how do they just know what's gonna happen? So you had psychic stuff taking place with characters in the Bible, and so I came to realization over a course of time, they were in the ebb and flow and harmony of the universe. You know, they were right hand to God. You know, they were like right there in the cusp of where everybody needs to be when it comes down to their heart frequency. You know, they were right there. Like, they were so in tune with their soul that they knew the ebb and flow and how life is such a sacred geometry type experience, that they just knew certain experiences was going to come because they were that in tune with themselves. You know, so this is not something that's easy, guys, and this is not something that happens like right away. This is something that you have to work on, you know, but some people are lucky. Some people have a greater perception than others. You might have a greater perception than the next man, or you might have a greater perception than me. When I say perception, what I mean is understanding of just having awareness to see certain things going on in your life that a lot of people don't see, or nobody notices at all but you. But yes, life, there is a geometry to life, guys. There is a way of seeing life like art, you know, and it comes if you are in tune with yourself, and if you are free of all resistance, and if you have just given up and surrendered to the higher powers, creation, God. You know, this power takes over, and it's your spirit. This power takes over, and it sends signals from the heart to say, you are a loving person. It tells people in ways that they don't understand, you are a loving person. You are a great person. They should cherish you. They should show you mercy. They should give you favor. They should give you opportunities. They should talk to you because you have the answer. They should befriend you. They should smile for you. They should open the doors for you. And your heart will send out this vibration all the time, like it's doing now. Like, why does the heart beat? Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. Because what it's doing is sending out a signal. It's sending out a signal to the universe around you. That's why it beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. Yeah, it's pumping blood. Yeah, it physically the heart is pumping blood. And I'm about to end it out right here, guys. I'm going over 14 minutes. But yes, physically, guys, the heart does its job when it comes down to pumping blood. But technically, guys, it's sending out a signal every time it pulsates. It's sending out a signal every time it pulsates. Once again, let's refer back to the monitor. On the monitor, how the heart goes up and down, and there's a line that goes up and down, there's a line, because that's a signal, a frequency. It's a frequency. It's kind of like how you set a radio in the car. You have static, and then you have a clear radio station. If you can set the frequency in your heart to be of love and light, you will notice that you will see life clearer or clearly. You will notice that you have come into an alignment with the harmony of life. Everything will just begin to happen, and it'll be like right on time. Like it'll be like perfect timing. Like you think about something, it'll show up right there. Like your manifestations will come to fruition like the snap of a finger. Like you will begin to see how it is that you are connected to everything around you, because you are sending out these vibrations from your heart that's full of love and light. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, guys, the only two forces in the whole wide world, only two energies in the universe are either love and fear. And love is the most highest love is the most highest force, the most highest energy, guys. It is the Metatron, and it's also known as God. Love is God, God is love. And if you are operating in that frequency from your heart in everything you do, everywhere you go, if you're pulsating that frequency out and vibrating that you are full of love and light, you will see the light come into your very own life, and everything will just happen for you. Things will just start coming to you. Like you just start getting endowed with all kinds of opportunities. Big breaks, new jobs, finances, monies, assets, all kind of stuff will just come to you. People, friends, abundance, prosperity, because that's the most highest frequency in the whole wide universe, guys, and it's love. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Trenius. This is the infamous Living Realm Network. Please speak up, let your voice be heard. We just picked 4 winners to win the Speak Up, Let Your Voice Be Heard challenge for the month of January. So if you will, go to the website at the very bottom in the description section of this video. Go to the sidebar once you get to the website and click Realm Team. Click Realm Team, go in there and look at the previous challenges that we have done, and look at the challenge that we are doing now. I know, get to meet those Realm Team members who actually won, guys. Shout out to Loreno. Yep. Shout out to Linda. Yep. Shout out to Lourdes Diaz, and shout out to Ray, the winners for the month of January, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and follow me on Facebook. Peace.